Hello everyone. So today we're going to see a set of three assignments where we're going to use interrupts to achieve our objectives. So the first assignment is pretty simple. Uh, what we're going to do is we're going to have two input buttons and we are going to use interrupt mechanism to control the two input buttons and turn on and off the LEDs. That is the first part of the assignment. Now, the second part of the assignment is a little bit more tricky, where we are going to use two input switches, and we will be toggling the LEDs in such a way that at any given point of time, only one LED glows. So what do we mean by that? Let's say I press button 2.3, that is the first button. So the first LED glows, assuming both LEDs were off at the time. Now after this, if I press the second button, the second LED glows and the first one turns off. So at any given point of time, only one LED glows. So how are we going to do it? As far as the code goes, we're just going to check if the other LED is on, and if it's on, we toggle that LED to off. So that is going to be as simple as that. Now the third part of the assignment using interrupts is we're going to count the number of times a button has been pressed using a counter variable, and we're going to write it to the LCD screen in the interrupt part. So what happens every time we press an input button, an interrupt is sent, and the interrupt is detected by the microcontroller. First, it's going to clear the screen. It's going to increment the counter. And now, since this is just for demonstration purposes, let's limit ourselves to just two digits for the counter. It's going to count from 0 to 99. So there's a little bit of logic involved, and we're going to print the MSB and LSB to the LCD, and we're going to clear the interrupt flag. So this is what we're going to do as far as the assignment goes. Let's just switch over to the demonstration part and see if it does work in the way we want it. So let's start with our simulations. This is the first part of the assignment where each button here, P2.3 and P2.7, they'll control their respective LEDs. So LED 1 is controlled by P2.3 and LED 2 is controlled by P2.7. So let's just start off. I'll press the first button, and as you can see, the red LED has turned on. Now if I press the this particular button, as I press it on and off, it's going to turn on and off. So both LEDs can glow at the same time. In the next assignment, this is an incorrect state, which we'll see how to implement this. So right now, this is the first part of the assignment. So hello everyone, this is the second part of the assignment where we're going to toggle the LEDs as a button is pressed. So initially, as you can see, LED 2 is on. So now if I press the button 1, that is port 2.3, this LED should turn off, the green one, and the red LED should turn on. So yeah, as expected, it toggled. And now if I press the other button, the P2.7 button, or this let's just try, and LED 2 turns on. So at any given point of time, at max, we're going to have one LED turned on, and let's say I again press the second button. So the green LED turns on and off as I keep pressing it. So this button, as long as both the LEDs are off, that's a fine. That's a correct state. But if both LEDs are on, that is something that's not allowed. So at any given point of time, we only have one LED turned on. So hello everyone, this is the third part of the assignment where we use a button and this button will trigger an interrupt. So the counter is going to update on the LCD screen. Let's just test it out. So this particular counter is designed to go up to 99 from 0, both included. Let's just see. So every time I press the button, an interrupt is called and it updates the counter and writes it to the LCD display. As you can see, I'm pressing the button 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is the third part of the assignment.